The festival gets ever closer, but it's time to find some winners this weekend. We are just over 3 weeks away now and counting to Cheltenham. And the final few trials this weekend really at Ascot and Haydock. We're going to see a Gold Cup contender in action. And with a ground at Haydock in that Grand National trial, Joel is going to take some getting as usual. Haydock heavy, attritional for the Grand National trial.
Haydock's heavy all the time. It doesn't matter what month, day, year it is. It's always heavy, isn't it? It's probably good soft, to be fair, firm in places. It'll be good. I think I've got a good thing in that, by the way. It's not really a Grand National trial, is it? Because there's
not really, no.
no, not really. It's just like you stick Grand National or something or Olympics and something. But I think I've got a good thing in this. Really, really good thing. So I'm not going on.
Don't tell us yet.
What?
Don't tell us yet.
No, it's all right. It's okay.
Keep them guessing. Keep them guessing.
Speak to Robert De Niro.
Are you going to Ascot this weekend? Because it's a good mix, good handicaps, good small field graded races.
No, out of all the racing we're looking at Ascot and Haydock, I'm going to Wincanton for the Railkill, yeah. An unfrequent trip. I think I've only been once to Wincanton. It's a nice track, but probably not the pick of the racing, is it, this weekend?
No, I'll tell you what. Let's break with tradition. We'll start there. There's only one race. It is the Kingwell. And when I looked at this, obviously Rubo was quite short anti-post. I thought he was worth taking on in the ground. What did you boys think? We'll start with you then, Frankie. Is you going?
Well, he's drifted out to a backable price, but I mean, is he drifting that much that he might not even run with the ground? Who knows? I think if he hadn't have been beaten like he was last time at Cheltenham, then he would be potentially odds-on favourite to go and win this. And the fact that it is Wincanton and it's Paul Nicholls' home ground and that he's won there before are all in his favour for me. But yeah, we'll wait and see. There's a couple of days till we're recording Thursday night. If it keeps raining, then you might be willing to take him on with our pal Nameen Lion. Not to turn it into the Greatwood show again, but we followed him and he should have won last time, shouldn't he, Joel, when we backed him and he was second last time in a handicap, now stepping into a bit of a better race, but he's tough and could be in the mixer. So I think I'll wait till Saturday morning to make my decision on rebuy. If it's really testing, no. But if it's soft, you might get away with it.
Brilliant. Great. Cheers. I thought Nameen Lion had a chance. Goshen back here 2 days after Jamie Moore announced his retirement. Could he roll back the years, Joel?
Absolutely not. No, not at a hope. Nameen Lion's been well backed since the prices came out this morning. But Richard Patrick just got back from playing in Amsterdam today, his favourite place in the world. So I'll give that one a swerve. Now, you might shout at me a little bit like, it's not a Mr. Coffee, but Colonel Mustard, just going through the videos today, the kids are off. They're at after school club till 6. So I've had all day today, watched him. 8 lengths behind Founder 50, 9 lengths behind Vauban the State Man, 3 lengths behind Robu. That day, given £11 today, getting £3, 2 lengths behind Benson, and 19 lengths behind El Fabiolo. Look, interesting. Coming over for it. It's one. Is it one race, that maiden in Ireland? I put it up each way for the county, and it was second to State Man. So I'm going to have a little try on this. Colonel Mustard. I remember being in the Betfred studio with Geordie, sitting there. Yeah, I like Colonel Mustard I love Colonel Mustard for the county. It's a cracking bet, that cracking bet. And I'm going to go with Colonel Mustard to get the second win at the weekend at Wincanton, and Frankie will be there.
Which is brilliant. In your great analysis, you could have just said, "There's an Irish horse running, back it."
Well, I could have done, but I tried to. It's like watching racing TV when you've got Kempton on, isn't it? And you've got half an hour between each one of 35 minutes, and George Baker's on. You've got to talk for 35 minutes about what you fancy.
Right, let's move to Ascot. Then we'll start at the Rendlesham at 150. I'm guessing Joel will be with Apple away. I know you like this horse. You backed her for the Mare's Chase. Does she win the Rendlesham?
No, she doesn't. And surprise play for me with Kilbeg King for Anthony Honeyball and STD, old Sam Twiston Davis, who's in terrific form. He just gets better every day, that lad. And he must be knocking 40 now, isn't he? Look, third behind, Ile Francais and Hermes Allen. That was grade 1, the Quarto Star, obviously. Could have gone to a handicap this weekend at Ascot, didn't go to the Grade 2, and that's where my money is going, and it's already on Kilbeg King this weekend.
I think I'd have been more interested if he'd gone for the handicap.
I would have well, but it's got me a little bit like, do I think it's better than this or whatever? And
maybe. I like Brave Kingdom. It jumped so well. He'd be where I'd be going, and he showed no ill effects of that 2-year layoff. Won his last two at Plumpton, good race at Plumpton, and at Newbury. He jumped so well. He'd be for me. What are you with, Frankie?
Same as Joel. Kilbeg King. I think to keep going and finish your race at Kempton behind Ile Francais and not finish absolutely legless when he went such a good pace. And then Kilbeg King wasn't miles behind Hermes Allen. I think that's a real good bit of form. Again, the rain coming over the next 2 days, just my worry. He has won on soft once, I think, but his best performances have come on good ground. So you wouldn't want to really see it too soft on Saturday. But looking at it today, I really like that performance of Kilbeg King last time at Kempton, and I think he can go win a race like this. The favourite looks exposed. She's worth taking on, clearly, as we're all against her, I thought.
Interesting then, yeah. Taking the favourite off.
So she hacks up. You know,
yeah.
We talk power.
Your mare's Chase bet looks a bit better. Right, big betting race, 225, 2.5 mile handicap hurdle, 16 go to post. We have 1 or 2 darts, Frankie?
Right.
Just the one. Just the one. And it's going to be Irish Hill, who won this last year off £3 higher. Didn't get home last time over 2 miles and 5 furlongs. But he has won here before. I think his best performance as a juvenile came here. And Freddie Jingle takes off a further 5. So in the weights, he is really well off to go and have a crack at this. He also likes Ascot. As I think raced probably his best 2 performances have come at Ascot. The only worry is just watching his last couple of performances back. He hasn't quite finished his races off. He's hit the front arguably too soon and just hasn't quite got home. So a jockey change, some extra weight off, and back to his favourite track, Ascot. I am with Irish Hill.
Right, what's your pick?
Rare Edition. Pulled up, tailed off, Supreme last year at Cheltenham, tailed off in Aintree a month later in that Grade 1 novices. Given a bad ride on a seasonal debut at Doncaster. Harry Cobden's back on. That's a couple of ticks. Second to Rubo on Boxing Day in 2022, if you want to go back that far. But Rare Edition was the one for me. However, do you remember, was it a couple of years ago, I texted you about Bad, Matt?
Yeah. I was gonna
and this is the talking horse, and the money's coming again. And I'm sick of following this one over a cliff. So Bad could be the day, but Rare Edition for me is a strong play.
Yeah, I like Rare Edition as well. I always like to try a big price, but I thought the handicapper could have been more serious, less lenient, certainly more serious with his rise of £3. So I was with Rare Edition as well. Right, 3 o'clock handicap chase, 10 of them, maybe 9, 6-9 bridge go to Haydock. And they're all been likely lads or unlikely lads, Joel.
Haydock or Ascot?
Ascot.
You said Haydock.
Close.
Well, why don't you start? Why don't you start? Come on, I want to know what you think, because you just copy what we.
No, but you get paid more than me to do this. So.
Joel has. I'm going to have 2 darts in this, if I'm allowed.
Yeah.
Victorino, I think, is your most likely winner, and getting shorter as I look at it now.
Favourite and second favourite. Joel?
No. Yeah, I'll go the third favourite, and an outsider's got a chance.
Joel course and distance winner off a 138, 142, now 146. Charlie Deutsch is the best jockey around Ascot. It won well last time. I think it wins again. I don't know why they went to Cheltenham. No one knows why they went to Cheltenham over 2.5. But back here, 3 miles, I think Victorino really takes all the stopping. But Rebels Hill's quite interesting. 3rd in this last year off the same mark when Captain Orb won it, who was probably the best handicapped horse of the season that day. Has to defy a long break, but our man Johnny Burke and Harry Fry also have a great record at Ascot. And a little bit of market support would not put me off backing Rebels Hill each way as well.
2 against the field. Joel?
Have you got prices up here for Rapper, by the way?
25.
It was a field that I went through today, and 305, career high mark. Second to Black Magic and Broadway Bay, AP Heskin's off, Harry Cobden's on, Iron Bridge is going to go to Haydock all day long. And I looked at Rapper, who's back off the last winning mark of 137. And Henry Daly won this race 2 years ago with Fortescue in a race that is going to be dirty and, you know, it's full of it. I came back to Rapper just for a price play. What price?
25s.
What?
25s.
25s. How many runners?
10.
25 to 1 each way. Rapper.
Yeah.
Did you know what? I think he'll be ridden from the back. Harry Cobden, obviously going for the title, is riding phenomenally well, as he pretty much always does. I very rarely see him screw up. I think he'll sit off the back and pick up the pieces. So yeah, 25 to 1 Rapper. Oh yes, please.
Harry Cobden.
No, what I say? Who's on it?
Dan Shepherd.
He'll ride it out the back and finish 6th.
Great research.
No, Cobden's on 305. Mate.
Yeah.
Too high in the handicap.
Right. Ahoy, Long Presse versus Pic D'Orhy. Is that about the crux of the Ascot Chase, Joel?
Versus Ahoy Senor.
Is Ahoy Senor, yeah.
Can I go for Ahoy Senor? It was 6s, and I had 10 each way, and you get 2 places. Look, we've talked about the fact that last time the stirrups broke, it was now to do with a jock. And I remember sitting here saying, like, if you put Stephen Mulhern on, while Dr. Fox was injured, put him on. And I thought he did brilliantly. And I looked today and this afternoon, Dr. Fox is back on board, and he's been brilliant since he's come back. But I'd have let Stephen Mulqueen have the ride on this. Look, if you look today, and I've had a lot of time this week because I'm off work, all the better level of form comes between now and March time, January to March. If you look at the bare form figures, 2, 1, 1, 2, and then obviously fell in the Gold Cup, and then a 4th. Is it 163 official rating now?
Yeah.
It's £1 higher than Pic D'Orhy, 7 off Long Presse. And if you go back to look at that Long Presse run at Lingfield, when it beat Protector Rat, after the weekend with Shishkin, what's that sort of worth? And then Venetia has won 1 in 21. So you pull all that back together, you put your notes back together. Ahoy Senor, it's got to be better than that, hasn't it?
Interesting then. Interesting. Ahoy Senor against the other 2. Frankie?
I'd love to be back in Pic D'Orhy here because this is his kind of home ground, isn't it? But the way I looked at this was Long Presse, I suppose, you've got a Gold Cup horse in a 2 mile 5 furlong race. Has he got the speed to win this? Well, he won the Graduation Chase here, he won the Dipper, won the City Isles, and last time out was only over 2 miles and 6. So I think that kind of proves that right, that this race isn't going to be too quick for him. And then going back to last year's race when Pic D'Orhy was slammed by Shishkin, the difference in my opinion, Long Presse would be closer to a Shishkin than he would be to a Pic D'Orhy. He's a top horse. He's a Gold Cup contender, a real Grade 1. Pic D'Orhy's been on that Grade 2, Grade 1 cusp. So I don't think, out of the pair anyway, I wouldn't be back in Pic D'Orhy. So I'm with the favourite. Joel's made a fair case for Ahoy Senor. He's just so unpredictable and hard to get right. Whereas Long Presse, after a long break, to come back and win like he did, I think he's a top horse. I think it'd be really hard to beat.
I went for Long Presse. Jumping could put Ahoy Senor's under pressure, couldn't it, as well? I think the rain forecast will only be in his favour. Joel's coming in.
So would Long Presse or Shishkin best British hope for the Gold Cup? If Long, because I said on the road to Cheltenham that Long Presse.
Well, it doesn't matter. They both beat Pic D'Orhy and Ahoy Senor, don't they?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Oh, well, we'll see, won't we? But yeah, I'm with Long Presse.
Right, Haydock, Rendlesham, 6 go. Heavy ground, 3 miles. It'll take some getting. I know Joel really likes one of the Grand National trial, so we'll let Frankie go first.
I'm with the favourite. I'm all over Botox has here, actually. Haydock is...
I can see by that forehead. Does it move?
You've been waiting for that, haven't you?
Has he had Botox? I think he has.
But both my selections at Haydock will be no surprise because they are horses that go well at Haydock and go well in heavy ground, and Botox has ticks that box. He won last November on soft ground. over the trip at Haydock, and then also won at Wetherby at the start of this season, which was savage ground. So he looks his best over 3 miles in testing conditions, and it's a massive plus when you go into a place like Haydock because it can really catch a few horses out, especially with the long old straight home. So yeah, I really fancy Botox Hounds. I think he's a fair priced favourite, probably one of the favourites of the weekend that I'd get stuck into.
And of course, I say just a couple of days after Jamie Moore announced his retirement, a long-time partner of that one. Joel.
Talking about Jamie Moore, I mean, it's going to be, everyone's going to talk about it the next couple of days, and I have done today. Just what a top jock, what a top man. I love to tell you stories of time spent very little with Jamie Moore, but he's been brilliant to me when I had a syndicate horse. And there's a bumper day. It was brilliant. We got this thing that looked like Peter Crouch on stilts. And trainer says honestly, it's not a racehorse. Jamie Moore was riding it on debut, and he got it to finish. He stacked him up and got to finish second. I think it was 50-1 or something like that. We doubled our money and what he paid for it, and it's never seen a race course again. He rode a horse called Codicil for me, and he was just unbelievably brilliant. The form had dropped off, and he just came back, and he's in his way. Jamie Moore's a power pack jockey, and he was smashing and going and going and going. And he came back and he went, he's really trying for you. But there's an issue down the left-hand side. Now, bearing in mind, he'd been the vet like 3 or 4 times. So, of course, you give that information to the vet, who finds that his left-hand side of his spine is injured. Just honestly, and that horse ran a few weeks later, didn't have to do it. A message just to say, oh, well done, lads. Now you got that sorted, it'll win. Just a lovely fella. And it proves in that grade 1 when they all came out that there are jocks you won't back, there are jocks that you don't like, and there are jocks that are just tremendous people and tremendous dads, and Jamie Moore's one of those. So moving on. Just like me getting
up here.
Yeah. All right, I watched Iron Claw last night with Zac Efron. Oh my God. Going again.
Where's this going?
Yeah, I know. I'm going for someone like me, Butch. I'll keep it short and concise. Butch, that November handicap off 135. Look, just consistent horse. Was there at Cheltenham on New Year's Day. Battle back to beat my Bobby Dazzler. Will love this heavy ground, and I'm going for Butch, like myself.
Right, we're going to stick with you then for the Grand National Trial. You really like one. What is it?
Iron Bridge. I'll keep it short and sweet. Second in the Welsh National by that far. That big Frankie, that far. Where were you? Bahrain or something at that weekend?
Hong Kong, I think.
Yeah, that was it. I was at Hong Kong. I'm trying to send you the videos, and they'd blocked them. So yeah, look, that Eutoxia form and the novice handicap works out really well. Really like it. Iron Bridge, I think it's up there for nap of the weekend at Dirty Haydock. And does it needs to win this and win it well, because if it wants to get in the Grand National, I think it's about 58, 59 in the list or whatever. And look at the colours that are on it as well. So it's doubly entered, but I think, well, I don't think I know it's going to Haydock this weekend.
Yeah, I think that's first preference, isn't it, Iron Bridge? And I'm guessing where Frankie teed up earlier, are you going Famous Bridge?
Famous Bridge to beat Iron Bridge. Yeah.
The ground. It'll never go on this ground again, says the trainer. It's going on this ground again.
It won on this ground.
But the trainer says it's never going on this ground again.
It can win again. Why would you not come back and have a crack after winning twice at Haydock on testing conditions and being in a proper slog and just motoring continuously through those 4 fences? I think he's got a proper chance. I've been waiting for him to come back to Haydock, to be honest. So yeah, Famous Bridge for me. I think we'll just keep plugging along, one paced, going and going and going, and the rest of the field will all slowly drop away.
It's like Matt at the back of a queue at Greg's, isn't it? 11:30 in the morning. Everything's getting sold out. Just keeps going and going and going. I'll get there in the end.
Right, Iron Bridge beat Famous Bridge. I thought we will do it. And a chant at the top of the weight. It's Dylan Johnson on board. He's about £3 lower than he won the Classic Chase. He's just a couple of pounds higher than he won the Welsh National. He's just behind Iron Bridge in this year's renewal. I'm behind on Presse and Pic last time out. I thought he's feasibly handicapped once again, and you know he handles conditions. Right, there are picks then this weekend. What's the nap, Frankie?
Botox has. Yeah, brilliant over 3 miles, brilliant on testing conditions. And I think he is a worthy favourite. I'm looking at 9-4, maybe 2-1. Botox has and the 240 at Haydock. That's the bet.
Joel?
I would go for Iron Bridge. However, from Dubai, Bumpety Bump has been on.
Here
Now,
we
bear
go.
in mind, what's the face for? What's the face for?
Intrigued.
This is the tracker horse that is coming out this weekend, and I'm told to watch the market and look for a jockey booking, which there isn't any of as of yet. It's a mare at Ascot for Lucy Wadham, who can't buy a winner. Kutal and Khan in the bumper at Ascot. I think it costs 70 odd grand. And all I've got here is wait for a jockey booking, watch the market. The end.
What's it called?
That jockey booking is Nico de Boinville.
For Lucy Wadham.
Yeah.
Has that ever happened before?
It's not something you see often.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Okay.
Why from Dubai is another question.
You what, sorry?
Is Bumpety Bump sunning himself, is he? Or herself? Who knows?
He's in the Burj Al Arab. Hello there, no problem. He's there texting Danny and Paddy and whatever. But no,
it's like the Stig. Was it the Stig Top Gear?
With the helmet on. I should get him in next to me, shouldn't I? But
you should get him in, yeah. We get him in.
He's got a serious body odor issue. I genuinely mean that.
Can we get a clip for the Cheltenham bumper of him with the Stig hound?
Yeah.
He's had 8 rides for 1 winner.
Okay, it's okay.
Confidence has lowered, but could be 9 rides and 2 winners.
Yeah. So no prices or anything like that.
No. Okay. Keep an eye. Is that the nap?
Yeah. Yeah. Do you know what? Let's go nap. Do you know what? I go Iron Bridge normally, but do you know what? We're coming up to Cheltenham. Let's have a laugh on an unraced horse in a bumper with Lucy Wadham. We can't buy a winner. What about yourself, Matthew?
From your mate in the Middle East.
Yeah.
I really like Brave Kingdom in the Rendlesham. I think Appleway is worth taking on. His jumping is such an asset, and I think he'll take a bit of beating. His form works out well with Grey Dawning as well in a line there. So yeah, Brave Kingdom for Paul Nichols. Give him 4th Rendlesham. So right, cheers, boys.
Thank you very much.
I can tell that you want to get off. It's like, geez, I've got a.
And I'm in a different room. I'm trying to be quiet. I've got a real poorly puppy downstairs that I need to go and attend to. So that's why it's been a little bit haphazard. Bit distracted. Everyone who's got pets knows what it's like.
Frank is in bed. You've got a dirty puppy. My missus is out. I'm bang up for talking about anything. What do you want to talk about? Let's go.
We noticed that before we started recording. Right.
Bye, everyone.
Cheers for joining us. Don't forget, like and subscribe, and you'll also get to hear about the road to Cheltenham as well. Got a lot to reflect on this weekend. So cheers to Frankie. Cheers to Philip. Or whatever you're back in this week, the very best of luck.